Saturday morning, jumped out of bed and put on my best suit. Got in my car and raced like a jet all the way to you. Knocked on your door with heart in my hand to ask you a question. 'Cause I know that you're an old fashioned man. Yeah. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. You say I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend, but no still means no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry her anyway. Marry that girl. Marry her anyway. Marry that girl. And no matter what you say, marry that girl. And we'll be a family. Why you gotta be so rude? Welcome to another exciting episode of the Unrelenting Alchemist, all spiritual all the time. Today's topic is spiritual surveillance, the hypocrisy of the hidden watcher. In an era that is saturated with conversations about boundaries, personal space, spiritual ethics, few violations are as chilling as spiritual surveillance. The deliberate intrusion into another's life through mystical or esoteric means. While physical stalking is universally condemned, a more covert and insidious behavior festers behind veils of incense, prayer beads, dream journals, and tarot decks. This is the world of the spiritual spy, someone who insists that you honor their energetic boundaries but pays no mind to trampling on yours in the spirit realm. We're going to talk about the twisted dynamics of spiritual surveillance, those who weaponize tools like tarot, astrology, clairvoyance, and dreamwalking to monitor, mimic, and or manipulate another's journey. These people may outwardly preach about protection and consent and privacy, but harbor an obsessive need to stay updated on the lives of others, often fueled by envy, rejection, guilt, or their own sense of ego. It's a double standard. Don't look at me, but I'll watch you. It begins innocently, or so it seems. Someone from your past, present, or peripheral spiritual circles sets a boundary. They say it directly. Don't reach out to me. Lose my number. We're not in alignment. Stay away. You respect it. You disengage. You cut energetic cords and ties. You go no contact. You say nothing about them to anyone else. You never darken their doorstep again. But something strange begins to happen. You feel eyes on you in dreams. You sense their presence in your meditations, tarot readings, turn up cards that echo their energetic signature. You start to notice strange coincidences, a song lyric, a dream symbol, a social media view, a random person asking a specific question about you. It's almost as if someone is gathering intel, but not through any ordinary means. This is the first sign of a spiritual surveillance. A person who is at a distance from you, but does not give you the same right to be left alone. Their ego is too invested in watching your every move, cloaked under the guise of spiritual curiosity, karmic ties, or even righteousness. The tools that they use are far more subtle. They use tarot, they use divination abuse. The tarot deck, traditionally a mirror of self and spirit, can become dangerous in the wrong hands. A person committed to some sort of psychic intrusion may very well start to have others help them to look into your affairs. What are they up to? Are they with somebody new? What are they doing? Instead of using the tarot for healing or guidance, they're distorting it into a cosmic surveillance system. Questions are phrased to access the unspoken and the private. Boundaries of consent are ignored. Even if they say, Spirit told me, they forget the spirit does not violate autonomy. People violate autonomy. Repeatedly prying into someone's energetic field through divination and tarot is akin to hacking a spiritual security system. It not only destabilizes the person being observed, but it pollutes the energy of both, leading to karmic backlash, distortion of truth, and even obsession. They hire seers and psychics to check up on you. This is a more disturbing variation. Spiritual spies outsource their curiosity to the professionals. They're paying psychics, they're paying astrologers, they're consulting mediums to report back on your emotional state. What relationships are you in? Are you engaged in new projects that are on the way to success? What are their motives? Jealousy, resentment, voyeuristic addiction. This is a spiritual practice in which they're tapping into energy that does not belong. They're an energetic thief, maybe even a psychic vampire. And whoever helps them becomes an accomplice whether they know it or not. Then they escalate to astral spying, dream invasions. The dream realm is a liminal space, and those trained in lucid dreaming, astral projection, and shamanic journeying could abuse this by seeking out others in the astral plane. This is not necessarily always malevolent, but when it's done without consent, it becomes a form of spiritual trespassing. You may not even sense it, or maybe you might. A familiar presence in a dream, a conversation with someone you may not know the way they look, but something about their signature you recognize. It feels familiar, feels like someone you have known before. There's a residue. These watchers are skilled enough to disguise themselves. They're doppelgangers. They may use a familiar face, that someone from your past, but not them. And they may camouflage themselves as even a guide, but their energy betrays them. You wake up unsettled, you feel drained, you feel off. It's not just a dream, it's a psychic ambush. This is how the doppelganger acts when they throw up their mask. And so this doppelgangerism is the act of spiritually mimicking someone's essence, copying their style, their beliefs, their mannerisms, their presence, while hiding behind another identity. This person may lurk online under aliases. They may show up at your events anonymously. They may literally pass you in public wearing a different look. Yet spiritually, you sense the signature. Why do they do this? Because they want to know what it feels like to be you, but without earning it. They want to taste your life, walk in your timeline, wear your skin, witness your glow up, believe that you have taken something from them or something that they want. And so they're going to metaphorically mimic you. And they don't just spy, they impersonate. They become the false reflection in the mirror. The distorted twin who wants to be you, who wants to surpass you, possibly even destroy you. And while they insist you stay far away and out of their lane, they've built up a psychic freeway that heads straight into yours all the time. And this is boundaries coupled with hypocrisy, because they're taking the high ground and insisting that you two have no further contact, but they know they're violating that every chance they get, because they are a trespasser, and they feel that you, who just exists in peace, are somehow doing something wrong, and so you justify, I'm just checking up on them because, I have a right to know what's going on. Oh, well, they've done terrible things, so I need to keep my eye on them to make sure they don't come near me. Or, oh, I feel something. They're up to something. I need to know. And so they're using intuition to stalk, not to heal. They're using obsession, and this becomes their repeated insight. It doesn't show any mutual respect. It doesn't respect any boundaries. This is a psychic power-up, and they're getting a thrill from it because their ego is large, and they feel they're better than you, and they're entitled to do what they do. You have no say. You are no one. Symptoms you might feel when you're being watched: sudden anxiety, especially at night, feeling energetically tugged, feeling scanned, repeating dreams of disguise or betrayal, random emotional waves that don't feel right and you know they're not yours, blocked intuition, distorted perceptions, physical sensations that just don't add up. These are not always coincidences. These may be the mark of you being spiritually stalked. There's a footprint left. There's an energy signature that's left. It's dense, it's sticky, it's invasive, it's heavy. And you may want to defend yourself. Withdrawals, shields, whatever you can. Your defense system is kicking in, but you're not necessarily consciously aware of what's going on. But to stop this, you need to cut them off. You need to say, I withdraw my energy from those who do not honor my boundaries. I'm not a source of entertainment or obsession. I reclaim all of my power. Use your visualization. Use your salt baths. Use your incense. Use your energetic shielding. Imagine the light around you. Your aura is yours and you must guard it. Speak this into truth repeatedly. Name what's happening. Spiritual surveillance thrives in silence. It thrives in things that are not spoken of, but you should speak of it. You should name it. Someone is watching. I do not consent. My spirit is sovereign. Truth needs to clear the fog. Speak it openly and often. Shield the dream realm. Before you sleep, seal the astral gate. Visualize a dome of a light around your bed, calling your ancestors, calling your guides, calling the Most High God, calling your higher self, calling herbs, crystals, dream protection like mugwort, amethyst. Say only those in alignment with my highest good may approach, all else is barred. Revoke permissions. Spiritual spies often enter through old soul contracts, emotional entanglements, perhaps even karmic openings. They may know that they've had entanglements with you in this life and in previous lives, and they may try to use that familiarity to get past your security system. But you do not give consent. You revoke it at every turn. You cut those cords. You strengthen your inner authority. You must trust your discernment. If you feel something's off, trust your gut. Their denials don't matter. You knowing is enough. And when they break these spiritual laws, that doesn't mean that there isn't a price to pay. Repeated spiritual spying violates several sacred principles in the ethers. It violates a himsa of non-harm. Their actions do cause psychic harm. It violates satya, which is truth. They're masking, they're manipulating, they're lying. Aparagra, non-attachment. They're clinging onto you. That's not non-attachment. Free will. They're overriding your free will to your privacy and your sovereignty to have those people in life who you want to be in your life. Those who no longer resonate, you can eject them from your life. And they're forcing their way back in. That's a violation. Just because it's invisible doesn't make it inconsequential. And they're doing it because they have emotional wounds. There are things they have not healed. They have not done the shadow work. Perhaps they have abandonment issues. Perhaps they have rejection issues. Perhaps they don't want to respect your autonomy. Perhaps they have envy. Perhaps they covet your growth. They covet your glow up, your spiritual favor. Why isn't that them? They're a better person. Why should you get these things? Guilt. They know they hurt you. And they want to check in, but they don't want to be accountable. Ego. They believe they're entitled. They're better than you. Therefore, your rights don't matter. Whatever the reason, it's not your job to explain it or fix it. Your job is to stay protected, grounded, and clear. You are like the cosmic mirror. The person spying often fears being seen. They wear masks. They use aliases. They change appearances. They move in the shadows. They need to hide, and this reveals their fear of being known because their obsession with watching you reveals their lack of peace. They may fool others, but not the divine. The universe is always watching. God, the Most High, He sees all, and He sees the intruders with greater eyes. There are no masks in the light of God. In conclusion, spiritual surveillance is one of the most invasive forms of energetic violence. It violates sovereignty, it twists sacred tools, it operates from a place of hypocrisy and obsession. To be a target of it is disorienting, exhausting, and spiritually depleting. It's trespassing. And to engage in it is even more damaging, for the spy binds themselves to karmic cycles that they have to answer for, shame and spiritual blindness. To those who are being watched, you are not crazy. I am sympathetic with you. Your knowing is real. You are sovereign. To those who are the watchers, let go. Heal your wounds. Seek wholeness. Do not control. Stop hiding behind spirit to do the work. Watch your ego. Know that sacred knowledge is not a license to abuse. The divine is not your accomplice in violation. Spirit sees what you're doing in the dark, and spirit is going to take you to task. It is the watcher God who sees all. Remember also, you are blessed, you are chosen, you are powerful. And so no matter what these people may try to do not let them take you down off of where you're at. You are in a good place. You need to stay there. Thank you for joining me in the Sacred Hour. This has been another exciting episode of the Unrelenting Alchemist. Until next time, walk wisely, walk bravely. And when the dark calls, answer not with fear, but with fire and light. For the light can shine into the darkness and reveal those who are hiding. And if I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you.